Divided we fall. As school children, we were all taught to memorize, "United we stand, divided we fall." This memorable phrase decided the debates that were occurring throughout the 13 colonies on whether they should secede from England and declare their independence. None of the colonies had anything in common with one another. They distrusted each other as much as they did King George III and his tax collectors. The message to the quarreling convention delegates was that if each colony pursued their own interests, the crown would chop them all up like a snake. Yes, the same snake from the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. At the time of the founding of our nation, that was a negative. Divided we fall. But what if, in the 21st century, politicians decided that this was a desirable goal? This is the directive of the modern Democratic Party. They have devised a scheme based on the proven tactics of Leninist Marxist socialism for over 100 years to divide America and reap power in that division. I've read Gibbon's The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire. I am reading a book right now about Rome in 7 sackings. The message is that Rome, the Roman Empire, was not destined to collapse. People had to deliberately make decisions to help that decline and make a little extra money for themselves in the process. They let Rome fall apart while they pocketed some change. This is what the Democrats in 2021 are doing. The Democrats are wrecking our country with short-term power grabs and the money that comes with that power. Look at the things that are prevalent in our culture today. Supply chain shortages, mask requirements, vaccine requirements, cancel culture, academics who teach our children to hate their parents. Democrats want Americans divided against one another so that they can profit over the anger and discord. This is all artificial, and this has been done in countries across the world where revolutionaries sought to make themselves rich by throwing a country into artificial chaos. This is a deliberate goal by the Democratic Party, to polarize and divide Americans so that everyone hates and envies other races. Listen to the words of civil rights icon Colin Kaepernick. Quote, "By abolishing policing and prisons, not only can we eliminate white supremacist establishments, but we can create space for budgets to be reinvested directly into communities." Kaepernick called for police to be replaced by tribal policing. What does that mean? That's a future America where we are divided into tribes of ethnicity. Each ethnic American tribe would be responsible for their own policing. So you'd have black police for black communities, Asian police for Asian communities, the very embodiment of that severed snake that our founding fathers warned against. Democrats tell us that the laws of this country should only serve the Democratic Party based on their needs of the moment. Democrats like Barack Obama freely use the filibuster over and over, but now declare it to be racist. Democrats loved the Supreme Court and how they would decide American culture when the majority was in their favor. Now, Democrats say they need to pack the court to make it more equitable. Democrats could loot, burn, destroy, and occupy federal government buildings. But when the protesters aren't Democrat, suddenly they're domestic terrorists. If you look at ancient Rome, it was reduced to ruins as their population was starved out of existence by the envious hordes that descended on them from all directions. In the end, no one remembered what writings and plays they had written, or the statues they had made, or the art they had created. It was all buried underground, and on the surface was nothing but lice and dust. The Democratic Party knows precisely what they are doing by forcing this on our country in 2021. Divided we fall, and they are stuffing their pockets like Hunter Biden as they jeer and insult those of us who are paying the bill for all of their excess. We have to pay for all of these flights of illegal immigrants through Texas and Florida. We have to pay for infrastructure kickbacks and bribes to Democrat governors. We pay for easy trade deals that Europe and Asia approve of when Joe Biden signs whatever they want. Rome crumbles, and divided we fall. Thank you.
Mr. Vice President.
Right this way,
Why attack Sanders? Why?